This is Miles at Wilco Land. I'm going to walk you through a new 2.3 acre property in Northern California. This is pretty close to the Bay Area. And for anybody who doesn't know, I'm going to be going through FAQs, talking about things like water, power, septic, how to visit something like that, and just what I'm seeing on my screen. So I'm going to share my computer screen with you while I talk so you can look at some of the photos and get an idea of what I'm seeing as well, along with having context to this conversation. So in terms of just straight looks of this property, I'm going to click through some of these photos. You do have really awesome views back there on this 2.3 acre. It's located in Mariposa County. That's near Grange, California. So the views are really nice. And there's some long videos that our photographer took of this property. It's going to have a gentle slope. Something that I will show you is I'm not too worried about that. With today's day and age, you can build on slopes like this. You can see this is a really great indication. So other people have built along this side of the road, and we will get to a bird's eye view and look at Google Earth and some maps to get a better idea of this. So these will be posted on the website. Let me get to a little bit further down here. I started one here. So there is underground water. One of the common questions, hey, is there water? What do I do, right? So this is part of Lake Don Pedro, and there is a small homeowners association here. I have the website pulled up. This area has local city water, underground water, and sewage, and they also have power lines running on these main roads. So that's something to keep in mind. They are ready to start developing. The next thing we're looking at is, okay, this is a good view too. I mean, again, that hill there. So, I mean, I like this property because of the location. It's a little bit more quiet than other areas out here. It's next to a 21 acre property. So you're not going to have a bunch of neighbors right on top of each other. That's what's nice about it. For those who want to visit the property, we're going to have the address inside the listing, and you're going to use that anytime you want. We're not going to be there. We're located in South Dakota. This is how we review properties. So here's where the land is. You've got the Bay Area, and you've got Yosemite on this side here in National Forest. So Sacramento to the north and Fresno down here to the south. So zooming in, you have Lake McClure. So this is an awesome area. I mean, talk about a vacation spot on the weekends. For those that live in the Bay Area, this is a good spot. This is a Lake Don Pedro reservoir. So there's a lot. This is kind of a booming area right now too. So I know some of our customers just put building pads down and resell it for more than what we have. So we do actually offer one of the lower prices out there along with owner carry. And this is what we're looking at here. Now on to the nitty gritty, and that is going to be zoning. So a lot of people ask, hey, what can I do with this property? What can I build? Can I camp on it? Things of that nature. What I want to show you is we're going to list the zoning. The zoning for this property is RR. That stands for rural residential. You can see that here. This county adds a Z to it, so rural residential zone. Underneath that zoning inside our listing, we're going to have a link to this page. You're going to be able to go ahead and click into this and start to read about it. So this is going to refer to land use and zoning. We talked about water and sewage is available here, and we talked about the HOA. This will be linked inside the listing as well. They have contact information, they have local resources, news, amenities. So this is really cool spot. You're really close to Yosemite, you're right next to the lakes, and you're close to the Bay Area. It's bound to appreciate in value. I want to also show you some of the terrain that we're looking at, and we share this link as well. So you're going to click the Google Earth link, and it a lot of times going to ask you to download it, and you need Google Earth Pro on your computer to do that. And you're going to be able to look at the property shaded in. So let's say you go out here and you use the address, and it's like, okay, well, you drove right here, and your phone says you're there. What are you looking for? How am I going to know which, there's other vacant land next to it. How do I know which one is the one we're selling? I mean, this isn't a perfect method. At some point, you're probably going to want to get a surveyor out there before you build. But again, like I said, good signs. Seeing development on this hillside, that's a great sign. Seeing development on this hillside, great signs. This is pretty nice, not having neighbors. And this is at 21 acre. This is probably not very developable. We can check who owns it as well. So it's unassigned. I'm guessing it's like a government, a BLM, a DNR property. So all this land behind you is probably not privately owned, which is huge bonus. I mean, this is kind of this is your backyard. I mean, this is your playground that a private owner doesn't own. So these two properties, it's gray to me. It's not black and white, but I can't foresee these getting developed in my lifetime. Who knows? I mean, this area could grow. They could subdivide that at some point, but those could be just common space areas. And let's see here. What I was talking about was some of the tools on Google Earth when you're out there. And that's something like, okay, I drove out here. It looks like this driveway starts real close to the corner of our property. And, you know, across the street, you're seeing this natural feature. You're seeing this bushel of trees in this open area here. You know, how big is 2.3 acres? Let's just use this ruler on Google Earth and get an idea of the width. You know, 67 yards wide. And, you know, how far back does it go? I mean, these aren't perfect sciences. What this is, it's a tax map or a plat map being overlaid on satellite imagery. It's about 200 yards back. Should be longer. Again, they're not perfect. It's not perfect placements, right? It's giving you rough ideas to what to look for. But again, when you go out there, you're looking for natural features in the landscape. Hey, where does it end? Once you get down here, you know you're off the property probably. But let me show you another thing you can look at is you can drop this guy down and you can see street views, I believe, right here. We already have pictures of it, so it doesn't do much for you, but here's an idea. Whether maybe you're looking at other properties elsewhere, this is a cool tool. And last but not least, I want to show you the plat map. And the plat map is here. And this is what you're going to want to go off of. So this is 2.3 acres. We're lot number 4. And I believe the development is on both of these or this far one. So that's going to be the plat map. That's going to be in photos. Like I said, we have these long videos our photographer took. I think that one's 9 minutes. And this one's 1.5. So make sure to check out all the videos we have. If you have questions about anything, hop on our website. This will be posted in the near future. WilcoLandLLC.com. Call me, Miles, if you have questions or want to talk in depth, 605-250-1256. Thanks for viewing.